Guillermo Del Toro said, fuck it, I'm done with gaming, I'm washing my hands of this shit and walking away, because unfortunately, ever since he's tried to enter the world of gaming, the two projects that he was closely related to and working on didn't end up happening. As a matter of fact, he joins up with THQ, they go bankrupt. He joins up with Kojima, he ends up leaving Konami, and then Konami obviously just continuously shits the bed until it becomes one big mountain. They call that their headquarters. So we have back-to-back situations where he's working on things. The original thing was Insane, which was going to be his survival horror game, done by people who made the Saints Row game, so I was pretty fucking stoked for that. They also made the Punisher game on PS2 and Xbox. Really good stuff. But then was working on PT, which we all found out got to be Silent Hills! And here we are. We've come full circle to see that both of these major projects didn't go anywhere due to unforeseen circumstances that nobody was expecting. And it's saddening because I'm just like, okay, this dude is a creative fucking genius, a visionary. And video game is, gaming in general for him is probably one of the best things that he could ever try to attempt going and creating things in. I'm just like, that would be awesome as hell for you. I've seen a lot of your movies, so this obviously would be cool as shit because it's an interactive experience. You know, he had all these plans that we may not have ever seen attempted within gaming before. And that's not going to happen. It's not going to come to fruition. Not to say that he's completely 100% done with games as a whole. He did say he was open to the idea and concept that if anybody approached him, said we would like to take one of your IPs, one of your properties, and we would like to make a video game based off of it. Now, the interesting thing about that is, one, that's fucking cool as shit to begin with, that we could take his entire movie catalog and kind of run with it in gaming form, but he owns the rights to Insane. Now, I've wondered, because Insane, this was announced, what, fucking 5 years ago, 4 years ago, some shit like that, and it looked awesome. Everything that I heard about, awesome. But didn't get to happen. Why can't somebody else just pick it up and run with it? The Saints Row crew is actually still around and kicking and making games, so can we still kind of make that happen? I know that there is a big clusterfuck of stupidity happen over at THQ, but, I don't want to see somebody like him that has the potential to make all these great things decide that he just wants to be done altogether based off of two companies that had their heads very far up their own asses. Konami, which is a shitstorm of stupidity, and THQ, which, well, THQ was fucking dumber than dog shit. Let's just get that out of the way. Sun-dried dog shit on the side of the road, that is their fucking mentality and their IQ equivalent. So, I don't want him to go and think that because there's many great development teams out there, many great game studios, many great publishers out there that would jump at the opportunity to be able to work alongside him and to work on the properties that he's been associated with and he's created himself. I would just like to see that happen. It's just, I don't know, it's kind of a bummer when you think about that because imagine you're really getting somebody into something. They're like, yeah, this is fucking awesome. But they experience that one really bad thing. And it kind of just turns them off from it entirely. Just because of that one bad thing. And it's understandable, but at the same point you just want to bring them back in and be like, no, it's not that bad. See, trust me, look at this splendiferous, fucking awesome ass world. See it? Look at it out there. An endless sea of potential. Just for you. To be able to go and get all these ideas out to the hands of people who are playing it, and they can visualize it and see and hear it. It'd be so great to get to experience it firsthand, interact with it, reach out and touch it. Oh man, it'd be so fucking cool, but I understand why he's burnt on the whole thing, because I'd be jaded as fuck. I'd be like, you know what, I tried twice. And the thing is, with like Insane, he was trying for years, and he said that he had worked very closely with Kojima, he got to be inside the gaming industry and learn a whole bunch of new shit. And I can imagine that this is probably going to help him whenever it comes to the movie making experience, because you get to see an entirely new entertainment field, and then adapt some of those qualities and ideas into making those. But working really closely with Kojima, who said he still is, and just like, man, why can't they just resurrect Silent Hills? Just fucking run with it. Get Norman Reedus back on board and just go with that. Get fucking insane and say, hey, Kojima, we'd like to really still work on this. Get the Saints Row crew, still go and finish that. Just do it under a different publisher. Is this all even possible? I would fucking love for it to be possible. I really would, because I hate to see potential squandered over shitty circumstances, because, I mean, the fact is, we could start using Konami as a way to describe when something got fucked up, like, oh man, they really Konami'd themselves, didn't they? Oh man, why don't you go Konami yourself? Because Konami really is just now the universal equivalent of the word fuck. So, you know, you Konami'd yourself. Don't let Konami go and ruin some shit for you. Hell, don't let THQ, who for years was a walking joke of a company. Granted, they put out some good games. Let's keep that in mind. They put out some good games, but they fucked up way more shit than they did right. And that's just the unfortunate truth of it. Whenever you go to their history, I mean, it's a story history of stupid ass decision making by people at the top. Talented studios, but no good leadership. Same with Konami. You have a fucking legacy company, and then somebody who's running it just doesn't give a fuck, and it's like, you know what? Gaming, yeah, it's not really our thing. Let's go and steer it somewhere else. So, Mr. Del Toro, don't turn your back on gaming altogether. Maybe find a way to reinvest in this, if possible. And I don't know if everybody out there even gives a shit about this stuff. I don't know if they give a shit about Insane. I know plenty of people give a shit about Silent Hills and PT whole thing, but I just think that you should somehow rekindle your faith in gaming, that if you're with the right people, you can go and make all this shit happen. Either way, I thought it'd be something interesting to go and discuss, because how often do you hear about somebody who's a bigwig in Hollywood and is working within the field of gaming and then has back-to-back things like this happen? I mean, this is a very rare exception and rare occasion. So I just thought it was worth chatting about, discussing, and making a video about. Anyway, so this is AlphaomegaSin. As always, nerds, nerdettes, and gamers game the fuck on.